so much for the thumbs up. Wire here. Thanks for coming. Drop me a comment. Let me know who's in the building. By the K. Alright. Thank you so much for coming. Smash the thumbs up for me. Smash it for your girl. How you doing? Thank you for coming. Welcome to my live stream. Welcome. I got a couple of stories, bedtime stories, African bedtime stories. How many of you don't miss African gist? Story time. Story. Thank you for coming. How is your family doing? Afrogenic, I'll keep the stream running on the computer. Thank you so much, Mama. Thank you, I really appreciate it. Live with Jairus, thank you for coming to my live stream once again. I just wish to do spaceless, maybe for a couple of minutes before we actually fall asleep. I'll probably put some of you to sleep with my story time. Okay? Thank you so much for coming. Smash the thumbs up, smash it for me. If you have some other gadgets that are not busy, like you can run it for me, please. Before we begin the story, let's have some more persons smash the thumbs up for me. Like with Jiros, smash the thumbs up for your girl, smash it for me. Okay, drop me a comment, let me know who I still have here. I have 3 people, 2 thumbs up. Smash the thumbs up for me. Let's smash the thumbs up, okay? Ify, how you doing, sis? How are the children doing? How are the children doing, Ify? Thank you, everyone. Please don't be in a hurry to leave. We are in here together. Alright, yes, check out each other. Check out Jiros. Check out my friends. They are wonderful people. Okay? Excuse me, sis. Let me just quickly connect channel. I'm coming. I want to connect channel. Okay? Alright, fine. We are fine. Sapphire Glow. Thank you so much for coming, sis. Please smash the thumbs up for me. Smash the thumbs up for me. Your girl is doing the grinding like for real. The hustle is real. So please smash the thumbs up for me. I'm about to start a bedtime story. Yeah, many of you missed the African bedtime story, you know. Let me just connect the laptop with I'm trying to connect charger. Oh yeah, I thought you were having it before. I really don't know what happened. You know, this is our change up and down. Don't mind us. Welcome, sis. Thanks everyone for coming. Thank you. Okay, like when we were young, when we were still very much younger than we are now, we usually have something in Africa called Tales by Moonlight. Okay. Alright. So we usually have what is called Tales by Moonlight, where one elderly woman, usually, I can't imagine men doing Tales by Moonlight. Do you have men doing Tales by Moonlight in your place? Usually women have time for the storytelling and all that. So in my place at night, probably sometimes Thank you, Mama. Life with Rosie. Thank you so much. Sometimes you have, most times, they are usually women who get involved in storytelling and all that. Do I have people watching? I'm seeing 0 watching. Okay, 1 watching is back. Thank you guys for coming. So I have a couple of stories told by my sorry about that, guys. Thank you for coming. Please smash the thumbs up if you haven't. Okay, so we have a couple of stories told by grandmas usually, and some of those stories, when they are done telling the stories, they have a particular sound that they make, putting the middle finger, the index finger, to their mouth, and it just sounds like, I don't know if you can hear that sound. If you are familiar with that sound, let me see an emoji. Drop an emoji if you're familiar with that sound. You know, so it means they will now tell you, if that thing sounds, it means they haven't lied in the story. But if it doesn't sound, it means you have lied in telling the story. So, and they would do it so perfectly well that it will actually sound, so that you now believe as children that, oh my God, these people, they have actually told us the truth of the century. You know, so we were meant to believe that. We were made to believe that. So because of the reality that connects Tales by Moonlight, we usually look forward. Thank you for the thumbs up, guys. We usually look forward to every night Tales by Moonlight story, some more interesting story from grandma. The moment we return from school in the afternoon, we will start our chores, so that there wouldn't be any form of hindrance from hearing the story at night, because usually the story comes up after meal. And you know, in the village those days, oh, I am Michelle. I'm here for 30 Honshu. Thank you so much, sis. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Please smash it for me. You know, how is your health now, baby? How you doing? Also, I'm just here chatting and saying some fun story, some of the stories that we were told by grandmother during Tales by Moonlight, and how we were made to believe all of those stories, and how all of those stories have really transformed our lives. Now, there is a paper I'm currently writing. I'm currently writing a paper. In that paper, I'm talking about the relevance of bedtime story, the relevance of all of those folk tales that we were told as children when we were growing up. Now, a lot of you that are from Africa, those of my sisters from Africa, already relate to the story I'm talking about. They already can testify to what I'm talking about. But if you're not from Africa, you might just want to sit back and enjoy it. Okay? So then, it's much better. Okay, thank God. Thank God you're fine, sis. Just thank God you're fine, okay? Just take it easy. Hope you have gotten the stuff. Have you gotten those stuffs? Have you gotten it? Okay. So, like I was saying, we were meant to believe all of those stories. I'm writing a paper, and in that paper, I have been able to analyze. I have been able to flash back. Thank you, the Japan, the Kineo story. That's cool. You know, I have been able to actually look back to see that all of those stories have helped us as Africans. They have really, really helped us to transform into who we are today. You know, when grandma sits back to tell you, oh baby, Ijapa was such a greedy fellow, Ijapa was such a, all of those beautiful stories about Ijapa and the Kinimu, that makes you want to behave. When you hear such stories, you just want to behave. When they say this is the reason why it's not good to do this, so you just respect yourself by not doing it. Now let me tell you one of those stories. Now in a small pamphlet that I am working on, that I'm writing, one of the books that I'm writing, you guys will get to, I'll do a kind of giveaway when I'm done with the book, and probably to reach some of you in diaspora. Now, one of such stories is the one that has to do with the tortoise Ijapa. Tortoise is called Ijapa. And now let me make this clear. They have beautiful stories to tell us to reform our lives, but they do not want to use any human. So you wouldn't say grandma is talking about you. So grandma wants to use an allegory. Like in literature, there is something when you use an animal to represent human. So they have a way of using the animal to represent human, okay? So Ijapa was this animal that is popularly used, especially when you want to talk about someone, a greedy fellow, a selfish fellow, So I remember this particular one talking about Ijapa as a male and the wife Yonibo. And these two people are people that have been married for several years without an issue, without a child. So someone else suggested to Ijapa to go and see a herbalist, Babalawo, who would help them, Dibia, or whatever it is we call it in the language, who would help them to prepare some potions, some magic potions that can help them conceive. Okay? So Ijapa looked severally to several places, finally found one afar off, far away from home. So he traveled to that place to explain to the Babalawo, the herbalist, my wife is without a child and we have been married for so many years. Is there a way you can help us? So the man said he was going to make some magic potions for him to help the wife conceive. Thank you so much for listening to my story. Please smash the thumbs up for me. Smash the thumbs up, okay? We are trying to do Taste by Moonlight and bedtime stories, okay? So Ijapa went to the herbalist. The herbalist prepared this potion. After preparing the potion, the herbalist now gave a strict warning to Tortoise. And guess what the herbalist prepared? The herbalist prepared Ijapa's favorite food, pottage. That was his favorite food, pottage, okay? If he, so Ijapa, after getting the food from the herbalist, he went on his way home. But the aroma of the food wouldn't let him rest. And there was a strict warning to him that you dare not eat out of that food. Do not, in fact, make sure you do not taste the food, because if you do, instead of your wife to be pregnant, you are going to be pregnant as the man. But Tortoise didn't listen. Oh, Life with Jirus, thank you so much. Welcome back. Please smash the thumbs up for me. So Ijapa didn't listen. After he collected the food, the journey was such a long one. He couldn't endure it. He couldn't endure the aroma. The aroma was so inviting. So he just decided to sit down and have a taste of the food. He had to put a finger into the food and thrust the finger into his mouth. And as soon as Ijapa was on his way home, continuing the journey, he just discovered that his stomach started swelling. His tummy started getting big. So as soon as he got home, the wife was afraid. What's this? He now had to explain to the wife, I'm so sorry. The herbalist warned me not to touch the food, but I was so hungry. No. He didn't say he was hungry. He said he was just going and a tree root he mistakenly stepped on a tree and he fell. So in the process of falling, the food touched his lips. And there was a song. This is the height of the whole thing. I wish we can do an audiovisual so that you guys can respond back. There is this beauty of African tales. When you tell an African tale, yes, I just wish you guys can respond. You have Babalawo mo wa bebe alubembe. Babalawo mo wa bebe alubembe. Oni mama mo wa benu alubembe. Oni mama mese benu alubembe. Gbogbo yo mi terere alubembe. Mo fọwọ́ balẹ̀ mo mú bẹnu alubẹ̀mbẹ̀. Mo bójú wokùn orí gbẹ̀ndú alubẹ̀mbẹ̀. Babaláwo mo wá bẹ̀bẹ̀ alubẹ̀mbẹ̀. I wish you guys could respond. Because the beauty of African tale is to gather children and involve them in the story. Like when I sing, you respond. African music is responsorial. When I sing, you respond. When I sing, you respond. So it shows that you are following. It shows we are interacting, So that was a song he was singing. The wife accompanied him back to the herbalist to go and explain to the herbalist that he was on his way home, but he fell down and his hands mistakenly touched the food and the food entered his mouth. How possible was that? He had to tell another lie to back up his stupidity. Sweet years says, if it's sweet years, I'm coming back to all of the effect of story time, stays by moonlight, okay? Now, when they got back to the Babalawo, the man looked with pity and gave him an antidote. Take the antidote, you're fine, you can go now. So the man decided to make another portion for the wife. Remember, what they were actually looking for was to make the wife pregnant, right? The man asked Japa to come back another time to come and collect the portion. Japa went to collect the portion for the wife the second time. Same thing happened. Japa couldn't endure the aroma of the food. He still ate the food, but this time he ate half of the food. Yeah, Mitchell, thank you so much. Half of the food was eaten by Japa. And the same thing that happened before happened again. His stomach started swelling. Instead of the wife to get pregnant, he was the one pregnant. So this time, he couldn't go home to meet his wife. He went back to the papa who made the portion. And the man looked at him and warned him seriously, okay, I'm going to undo this thing again. If I should undo it again, please make sure you don't eat this food again. The man undid something. But he made another portion for Ijapa. But unfortunately, Ijapa ate this food again. So when he ate the food, the same thing that happened initially started happening again. His stomach started swelling. Then he was singing, Babalawo mo wa bebe alubembe. Babalawo mo wa bebe alubembe. Oni mama mo wa benu alubembe. Oni mama mese benu alubembe. Gbogbo lo yo mi terere alubembe. Mo fọwọ́ balẹ̀ mo mú bẹnu alubembe. Mo bójú wokùn orí gbẹ̀ndú alubembe. Babaláwo mo wá bẹ̀bẹ̀ alubembe. Ijapa sang and sang and sang and sang until he had no lyrics in his mouth again to sing. The man was just watching him. This time, no pity. And the man refused to give him the antidote. And that was how Ijapa's stomach became swollen. And the stomach kept swelling up, swelling up, swelling up, until it got to a point, Ijapa busted and died. Now, after the story time, this is what Grandma will now do. Grandma will now ask, what did you learn from that story? So everyone will have contributions. Okay, I learned that we shouldn't do this. Like for me, I would say, okay, I learned that we should learn to be contented with whatever we have. Another one will say, okay, we should learn to hearken to instructions. We should learn to obey instructions. Another person will say, we should learn not to have long throats. I don't know how to say long throats in English. You know, everyone would have one lesson, one moral lesson that they have learned from every Tales by Moonlight. There is no time that Grandma would gather the children without, I will sleep good tonight now. All right, sis. You know, there is no time Grandma would gather the children and tell them a bedtime story or Tales by Moonlight that there wouldn't be a moral. So in this story now, we have learned that we should learn not to put eyes on someone else's properties. If something has been labeled as for someone, don't put your eyes on it. It's not for you. Okay? So those are the morals that the children will learn. And I must tell you the truth. Those of you who grew up in the 80s, in the 70s, in the 80s, and you can relate with this story, you would understand that we are better shaped when it comes to morals. True or false? If you grew up in the 70s, in the 80s, you would understand that all of those Tales by Moonlight that Grandma took time to narrate at Moonlight wasn't a waste, because every one of those stories have something to impact. True, if you. Every single one of those stories would leave you with fear of, I dare not do this. If I do this, this is the repercussion. Until now, I must say that all of those stories have helped in reconstructing, or constructing to reconstructing my life. Because now, the paper I'm writing now is, I keep asking, where is folk tales? Where on earth is folk tales? Where is our African tradition? Where is our African folk tales? Like those ones that Grandma would gather us at night to say. Like those ones that we look forward to from noon, the moment we return from school. We look forward to 7 p.m. to 7:30, or 7:30 to 8 p.m., usually 30 minutes. If it's more than 30 minutes, it means you have to carry some people home because they would have slept at the venue. It usually takes place in the middle of Aba, like in the middle of, I don't know, in the middle of the road, like, you know, the way villages are built, they are built like a square, you know. So the story time usually takes place at the story telling takes place at the middle of the village square. Like, we all go there to meet Grandma, who was always ready to teach us. And because of some other factors that I mentioned in that my book, a lot of people have lost the African tradition. Our children do not understand anything jack about African tradition. Our children now grow up at the mercy of other culture that are not really in the telephone. Children now are stopped with that, especially here in Europe and America. Oh, really? Yes. I think it's a good practice. It is a very, very good practice, because I must tell you the truth. All of those stories have something to do with their development. It has something to do with the way they are constructed morally. It has moral impact, moral relevance upon these children. And the more of those stories these children listen to, the better. You see, in time past, in the olden days, Christianity was not there, Islam was not there. Those were the two major religions in Nigeria, in Africa. There was no Christianity, there was no Islam. But I tell you, with traditional worship, these people were doing fine more than we are now. True or false? The way our African children are relating now, even with Christianity and Islam involved, they live carelessly. Okay? But in time past, with the traditional worship, with the traditional mode of worship, okay, with all of those tales by moonlight, with all of this storytelling that the grandma is doing, we are led. Story care, I'm not talking about stories, they are stuck to games. Oh, really? You know, it would be nice if you have people. I've had too many channels. I would have said, okay, take it upon myself. I would have taken it upon myself to open a channel where we do Just Tales by Moonlight, Just Tales by Moonlight, where these children can be reminded of our culture, where these children can be reminded of life's past, lives of people that have lived, and where these children can be reminded that we actually have culture, and a very good one at that. So we all look forward to that time when everything begins to take shape again. We actually look forward to that time where everything takes shape again. Thank you so much for coming. If you're just joining, please smash the button for me. Smash the thumbs up button for your girl, okay? Smash it for your girl. Smash it, smash it, smash it, smash it. So please, let's not throw away our culture. Let's not throw it away. Let's make sure that our children listen to some of the story time. Let's make sure. Hi Padma Gauda, thank you so much for coming. How you doing? Please connect with my friends. Connect with my friends. I've got beautiful friends in the building. We're just doing story time, African story time. Smash the thumbs up for me. Smash the thumbs up for me. So let's do our best. That would be nice. That would be nice. Let's do our best to make sure that these children really appreciate what we have. African stories are beautiful. They have helped us to shape the lives, our lives. They have helped in shaping up our lives. They have helped in several other ways that we are grateful for today. Okay, so please guys, let's do our best to make sure that our children enjoy. We all are guilty. We all are guilty. Ify, do you agree with me that we all are guilty? Because our children don't enjoy the story time just the same way we enjoyed it. Our children don't enjoy story time, bedtime tales, bedtime stories just the same way we have enjoyed it. Please smash the thumbs up for me. I have 3 thumbs up, 5 people in the building. Smash the thumbs up, okay? So we have to make sure that we do our best, that our children enjoy all of these bedtime stories, bedtime tales. They become better citizens. They become better people in the future. And checking out all of things that I have said before. Hey, bro, Senoma in my building. How you doing? Thank you for today. Please, I'll still send your video. I'll still send it. I'm sorry. I ought to have done it. You never tell when I bring my light. Okay? So, if you are a parent and you are guilty of not telling your children, I am good, I am good, I am good. I just decide to do a kind of bed story time, Tales by Moonlight with my friends. Let's tell some bedtime stories, okay? So we all are guilty of this fact that we no longer have time to tell our children African stories. We all are guilty of the fact that we are too busy. Some of us don't even remember the stories anymore. Some of us don't remember these stories anymore. So where do we begin? So that's the height of the whole thing. So the earlier, the better. Let's make sure, take it upon yourself. It's the paper I'm writing. That's what the paper I'm writing is all about. Take it upon yourself, okay? Thank you so much, Enoma, for running it, okay? My 12 years old daughter immediately is 9. Immediately is 9. She's like, Mom, I'm going to my room now. That is because of phone. I don't qualify. Alright, it's okay, Enoma, I understand. Just keep it running. If you have more than one system, just let it run. I'll leave it on quiet stream later. But I just want us to hang out and chat. You see, if your 12 years old behaves this way, it's your fault. Probably because you didn't take time with them earlier to really look into African tales. My children enjoy a lot of African stories, African tales. Kuma Asabi sing. So we go do all of the singing together. I'm running your old video with my other sister. Okay, thank you, Enoma. I really appreciate it. Thank you. It's okay. So I enjoy singing, even sometimes when their dad try to say, tell a story. Sometimes he has more time, so we tell them stories. So when it gets to the chorus, you just come and sing for them. You know, come and sing for them. That song is the height of the whole thing. You know, the moment I started narrating the story, you quickly recalled and told me, this is the song. You see, those songs, what they do is to make it stick. Once you tell the story, it makes it stick. It seals it up, okay? And the children won't forget in a hurry. They won't forget the story in a hurry. So that's the beauty of that song that is accompanying. That's the beauty of the song that is accompanying the story. So please, let's take it upon ourselves to make sure that we tell them, Ify, it's a challenge. I'm throwing the challenge now to you. In fact, maybe I should even make it a public challenge. Let every African content creator gather children and tell them it is by moonlight kind of story. I'll make it a public challenge by tomorrow. So I'll be the first to upload. I'll upload mine probably next week. And when I'm done uploading mine, I want everyone to go and upload theirs with a different story. Tell us an African story. Yes, Ify, in your own little way. You might not be able to do African, but I'll tell you things you can do. You can get some African attire like the Ankara. Let them tie the Ankara around their neck. You know the way we do in village. You to find a wrapper tie around your chest. Look for a scarf around your head. And gather your children and tell them a story that you would have taught them the song, the chorus, before coming up to say, okay, this is the story. Let's promote African culture. I know a lot of you are in diaspora. In fact, I'm doing this video because of those of you in diaspora. Your children don't know a jack about Africa. Yet I have seen children that have impressed me so well that they can actually relate with African stories. They can tell African stories just the same way I'm doing now. You know? So, but I know a couple of you still don't have time. Create time. You see, there is something I like about the Oyibos. Oyibo woman no go take that bedtime story play with him baby now. There is always a book they read to the children, and while they are reading, the children are sleeping. Call it lullaby, call it whatever, but the truth is, at bedtime, the children listen to the story, and while mommy is narrating the story, it's usually mommy, yes. While mommy is narrating the story, the children are already asleep. And this is the practice day in day. And I'm sure a lot of you, even in diaspora, a lot of you that are Africans in diaspora, you still practice this Oyinbo culture. I'm sure. So it's not a bad thing. It's good. Yes, I know you do lullaby, but then what happened to Tales by Moonlight. Where your own Tales by Moonlight, as in, where is the Tales by Moonlight that the grandma will gather children at village square every night under moonlight, under full bright moonlight. I don't know if that is correct now. And grandma will gather everyone to tell a story. Where is it? I miss those days. I wish I could just go back to my childhood days. I wish I could go back to my childhood days when grandma would tell us those sweet stories that teach morals, those sweet stories that keeps you afraid of doing evil, those beautiful stories that after listening, you see someone is crying and is confessing. Grandma, I'm sorry. I stole from my mommy's pot last week. Grandma, I'm sorry. You know, Padma Godwin, thank you so much for coming. Please smash the thumbs up for me, guys. Smash the thumbs up. It's free. You are not paying. You are not paying to smash the thumbs up. Smash it for me, okay? And connect with my channel. If you don't have me, I'll come to get you. Hasn't it? Okay, I'm sure it has happened to you, Ify. After listening to Tales by Moonlight, you catch yourself confessing. Grandma, I'm sorry. You know, this, because grandma would have told you what actually happened to someone who did similar stuffs, you know. Padma Gowda, if he showed love too, okay? If he showed love. Vida Books, thank you so much, my buddy. How you doing? I really appreciate your time. Smash the thumbs up for me. Smash the thumbs up. Thank you for the thumbs up. Please leave it to run for your girl. I might just leave it to run. I'm trying to sensitize my African brethren. Yes, reminding my African brethren not to throw away our African culture, okay? Still have time for story time for your children. Tell them some African stories so your children wouldn't be lost in a foreign land. We have culture. Probably because I'm into folk study, folk music, folk tales. Probably because that's my field. I appreciate folk so much. I must go on, have to rest now. Thank you for having me. Enjoy you as always. Bye, everyone. I love you, Michelle. Thank you so much. The best culture, Vito. The best culture. You can say it again. You know, so, you know, before you came, Vito, I narrated a story. You might want to watch a replay. I will see you when the live goes silent. Yeah, okay. So you might want to see the replay of the story I narrated. Now, all of these stories have morals. And I said, yes. And I said that while we were growing up, if you grew up in the 70s, in the 80s, you would appreciate the fact that we grew up in the right community, because every of those stories has moral. There is something the story is teaching. There is something you are getting from it. Have you ever been at that point when after grandma finished narrating her story, you start crying and confessing if you was laughing? Because that has happened to her before. You find yourself confessing, oh, grandma, you have to follow me home to beg my mom. I actually stole a meat from her cooking pot. Mommy, I am sorry. You see yourself crying. Seriously crying, no. Wake at they come off for your nose. And you be begging your grandma to please forgive you. Because there is something touching about the story you have listened to. And that has helped to shape up your personality. Severally while growing up, in an attempt to take meat from my mommy's pot, when you remember grandma's story, you just quickly keep it. So that what happened to Ijapa wouldn't happen to you. This food is not for you. It's for grandma. And you want to eat out of grandma's meat, grandma's food. Grandma didn't give it to you. So if you should eat it, who knows if grandma has put some magic potion in the pot and your stomach will start swelling. So you just quickly cover it. They helped to shaping up personalities. It teaches morals. There are lots and lots, 1,000 of stories that I can begin to tell you night by night, night by night, and you get tired of African stories. But I want to throw it as a challenge to you. Please make it a point of duty to tell your children African stories. Make it a point of duty to sensitize them. Let them know our culture. I have studied as a folklorist. As a folklorist, I have taken my time to study the African culture, the Western culture, and I realized that they both have something in common. They cherish the folk laws. Anything that has to do with the times past, with lives past, they cherish it because these are moments you can't bring back. I don't know if someone is getting it. These are memories that we do not want them lost. We don't want them to be lost. So that's why you have folklorists. That's why you have folklores. These are music that are unadulterated, music that are purely African, like music that have no external influence. You know, at some point in African music, Islam started influencing our music in Africa, and that is why you started having a couple of genres of music like the Fuji music that is popularly with the Yoruba people. You know, Christianity began to influence our music. That is why we started having the highlight music with the Igbo people, you know. But African music that are pure, the folk tunes, the folklores are unadulterated. There is nothing you can do about it. They remain the same, unchanged. So we should feed our children with organic stories, organic, that are unadulterated, organic. Let the children have a taste of what African culture looks like. I have taken time to also study to check, and I saw that a lot of people, wherever you may find yourself, they still try to celebrate African culture. I followed a friend on YouTube who is a teacher in China, and this young man told me that twice in a month they usually have African Music Day. Twice in a month they usually have African Music Day. Can you beat that? So if in China they celebrate Africa, why can't you Africans celebrate yourselves? Why can't we celebrate ourselves? That I am an African, yes, and I am proud of it. So this is what we should be doing. Please, I may not be able to do more than I have done, but please take the little that I have done and build on it. I mean, this challenge I want us to do. Once I have time, I'm going to upload my own video. I challenge you to do your own video of you gathering up children and tell them an African story. And so, Fluffy, how you doing? Thank you so much. Smash the thumbs up for me. We are trying to do some bedtime stories. How you doing? Thank you for coming. I really appreciate you. Thank you for the thumbs up. I really appreciate the thumbs up. I really appreciate the thumbs up. Okay, so we should be proud of whatever culture that we belong. We should be proud of whatever culture we represent, because a time is definitely coming when you will look forward to having that culture again, but they would have been gone forever. All that you will have left is just the memories, just like we are having now. But if these feelings linger, there's gonna be problem. Producer Rura, hello my friend. Thank you so much for coming. Smash the thumbs up for me. Smash it for me. Smash the thumbs up for me. Thank you so much. How are you doing? I've got new friends. My new friends are rolling in. Thank you so much. Please smash the thumbs up and connect with beautiful people in the community. Connect with them. These amazing people in my community. Thank you so much for coming. Smash me the thumbs up. Smash me the thumbs up. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Who is leaving my house? You can't leave, okay? Don't leave, don't leave. The stream run for your girl, okay? Hang out with me. Let it run, let it run, let it run, let it run. Let it go, let it go. Can't hold it back anymore. Let it go, let it go. The perfect girl is gone. How my voice is sleeping already. It's midnight here in Nigeria, guys. And I'm still awake. Oh my God. What's happening? I am still awake, very awake. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please leave it around me. Let it run for me. I might just leave it go silent, guys. Just let it run for me. I beg you. Let it run. Let it run. Okay? Thank you, everyone. Please smash a thumbs up for me. If you're just coming, if you didn't hear the story time, you have to go back on it, and it's okay. I will run, sis. I have work tomorrow morning to evening. Oh, really? Please, so you have to go and rest. Even me now, I have to go and rest. But the challenge that I have now is that I have to study. My paper is incomplete. I need to study. I need to study to show yourself approved. Thank you so much, sis. I really appreciate you. Let it run for me, okay? I'll just leave it to run. I've got 4 people in my building. Let it run. Let it run. So any moment from now, I might just go mute while I work. I can just go mute while I work, okay? Thank you for coming. I really appreciate you. Please smash the thumbs up for me. Thank you so much. Smash the thumbs up for me. And please leave it to run for me if you don't mind. Please let it run for your girl. Thank you. Hey, hello, Steven. Thank you so much for coming. Smash the thumbs up for your girl. How have you been? How have you been? Thank you so much for coming. Thank you, sis, for sticking with me. I really appreciate you.